Hey, we're here at Trinity Baptist Church in Oxford, Alabama, and Cliff White came up to me and said, hey, I got to tell you, I used to do paleontology. I love paleontology, and I used to be an evolutionist. Can you tell them what happened there in your life?
Well, what really happened, I grew up studying fossils and loved it, and was involved in one of the museums in Birmingham, and the paleontologists there, and we were part of a explorer post, part of the Boy Scouts, and that explorer post collected fossils and learned about dinosaurs and trilobites, all types of fossils. The state of Alabama is rich in almost every period
in quotes
of fossils, and I really got into that and believed that the Earth was billions of years old. And when I was 29 years old, got into some trouble, and one thing and another, I wound up getting saved at 29, in October of '93.
Christy, thanks for being here.
Lord saved my soul, and I didn't have any trouble getting rid of foul language, drugs, the other things. But I could not get rid of the belief in evolution. I could not. It was so taught it in school.
It was ingrained in
me. Taught it in school, learned it.
That was part of your whole worldview, right?
That's
yeah.
Exactly right.
Hey, this has to be right.
That's exactly right. And then a few years ago, I was looking on YouTube at some different preachers, and I ran across your father, Kent. Kent, is that right?
Kent
Hovind. And I watched a couple of his videos. I was like, that's real interesting. And so I started searching and found all of his teachings that I could download onto my iPod. And I began listening to those, and I learned the truths about a young Earth.
So you loved the science because your mind was already bent that way, and that science made you go, oh my goodness, I've got to change.
And it was able to open my eyes. I had already began believing in a young Earth, but those beliefs were still there.
And that really rocked your world, huh?
For introducing me to your father through YouTube.
Really cool, really cool.
People say the computers are bad, and the internet can be bad, but
it
it's got a lot of good.
It can also be good.
It's got a lot of good.
Well, Cliff, I thank you for sharing that with us, and I know there's a lot of you out there the same way. Some of you need to check out some of the stuff that we got at creationtoday.org, because I'm telling you, we got a lot of stuff that talks exactly about what the Bible already teaches.
That's right.
God made the world. So now you still enjoy doing fossil hunting and stuff like that, but you look at it from a totally different perspective.
That's
now.
exactly right. When I go out looking at fossils, I'm looking at them from the perspective of Noah's flood.
And that's not hard for you at all to say, oh, wow, this was obviously a flood.
That's exactly
versus
right.
the way you used to think.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
It's still hard when somebody says, well, how old is this? Well, what first pops into your brain? Well, this is from Cretaceous, dinosaur bones. This is Cretaceous. This is 60 to 80 million years old. No, that's not correct. This is 4,000 years old.
Had to die in the flood.
Had
wow.
to die in the flood.
So it is possible to get your worldview changed, but God's got to do it.
The Lord has to do it.
That's right.
Amen.
Well, Cliff, thanks so much for sharing with us. I really appreciate it, man.
Tonight, I'll try to come back. It's a long drive here.
Oh, is it? How far away?
We come from Moody. It's about an hour and 10 minutes.
Well, thank you for making that drive tonight. Really glad you guys made it.
I hope I can come back. Wonderful.
Cliff, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Help! I'm being taught evolution in my earth science class. This unique book gives public school earth science students, like me, practical steps to confront evolution in the classroom. Written in an e-conversation format between a student and Dr. Hovind, it is a fun, easy read that helps equip public school students to defend the truth in a respectful manner.